All right, so due to the headphones dying at the beginning of this cast, we're going to try this one just right out of the desktop. So hopefully everything is loud enough. We've done already two picks. Maybe 33rd Pentagon wasn't right. This is the first choice. Our alternative nations were Britain or Japan. And so I don't know. I mean, Germany, I think, has gone okay. Of these, I mean, this is nice, but I don't know that we're going to get Alpine. This just seems fine. Right, it's a 4-4 with 0 op cost the first time. And now we have a choice, excuse me, as to whether we do Germany, just pure Germany, France as an ally, or Finland. I actually don't know that I like Finland that much, but I think I'm going to take them. There are still some really strong cards. But you know, it is what it is. I don't think we're going to do this unless we think we're going to do the salvage thing, and that's probably too hard to pull off in a draft. Destroy a suppressed or pinned unit. Well, with Germany, we might have suppress, and we might have pin as well. Add 2 sissy units to this support. Your sissy, it costs enemy +1. That's a lot of removal, and I don't know that I want 3 of them. I mean, they are cards that create 2 cards. Is that? I'll do it. The other 2 seem situational. Maybe it's not right. But I'm going to do it anyways. Veteran we don't know about. Deal 1 damage units as the enemy discards a card. I don't know what the right call is here. I'm thinking maybe it's Sudden Strike out of all of these. Though this potentially is good. It's about to go into reserve. Maybe I'll play it just before it goes into reserve. I know that these are terrible reasons to choose anything. Okay, we don't want any more Order of the Days. We did that. We want the White Death. I think 2 Sturmy. As much as I love the Panzer 35T, I think yeah. Huh. It's just an interesting card, but I think double Sturmy is hard to pass. Don't hate this. Excuse me. I'm trying to catch all those coughs. I don't know that I want 2 retaliations. I think I'm okay with this as a 2 for 1. The Tiger 1H is not. It's not bad. Again, I feel like we don't really need another order. This could be difficult to answer, and I don't know, we have things that buff tanks, but I also feel like a bridge too far is sometimes a great comeback card. I know when you get the Panzer 3J out of it, it feels like meh, meh. But that can also work with some of these tanks. I don't know. I don't know. I will leave it at that. Oh, there are options here. There are options. I think maybe 1 through the ice is okay. We'll see if it happens. Pin target unit, add sissy to your support line. Do I want 3 of them though? Because that's pretty much going to eat up most of my finish cards. Destroy target unit with cost 3 or less. Can target. I'm leaning more towards this. I think Careless Talk is also good. Destroy target unit with cost 3 or less. I think I'm going to go with that one just because. This is not. What do we have for early plays? We don't have much at this point. I would say maybe the Panzer 3J overall, but yeah, we have a lot of orders. Not that that's a choice here, but I think we're going to do that just to have something to do early on. I don't want more orders or countermeasures at the moment, right? Because we already have, yeah, that's like half of our deck. So we're going to decide between Aunt Frida, which we will have infantry, we will have tanks. I don't know that we'll have fighters. All right, and so where I am in the draft, I'm going to go with the Stug 4. I think it's not rated that highly on Cookie's draft picks, but I'm still going to go with it just because I'm trying to get away from some of the orders. Again, this is a fine card, I think. This one, I know that we're already getting a little over at the 3, but I think this is actually potentially good, right? If you have something in the front line, particularly armor, right, that can move and attack after you do this, This is good, although I'm thinking now, well, we don't have that much pin, do we? Yeah, we do have some suppress. We could have more, but I'm still concerned that I'm going to have too many orders and countermeasures and not enough playables. And so that's why at this point I would go with that. Again, I'm not really interested in scrap metal at all. And so it's a question of whether we want. I don't hate this, right, for the front line. I also don't hate some backline artillery that can just deal 1 damage to an enemy unit. It's got one up costs for 2 damage a turn. I don't know. I like both A and C. And again, the potential for this to come in with Blitz. It also gives me fighters. I did not take Aunt Frida here, but if we take it later, it would give us a target for Aunt Frida. But we don't have. Well, we have. Okay, so we do have that 1 4 credit, 0 op cost. I think at this point we take those fighters, even if that's not the right play. Send target enemy unit to owner's hand, add a salvage copy to your hand. That seems like good tempo. If it has a good enter the battlefield effect and it costs quite a bit, and then we can get another version of it. Yeah, I mean that does seem kind of good. I don't know how many finish slots we want to take up. If 3/4s with salvage, I don't hate, right? Because nobody really wants you to take their salvage stuff, and it's just fine. If we look at what else we got at the 3 slot, we have a lot of 3s already. Or do we just take cheap removal? We have through the ice. Deal 1 damage to unit, deal 2 damage if it's in its support line. I'm not sure what the right call is here. But I'm going to go with those. This, I think, is what we want. Buzz Bomb is not bad either, but that's what I want. I don't like any of these. I don't have any veterans to really get a whole lot out of this. I wonder if we... Again, that's pretty okay if we have enough suppressed stuff. But other than the White Death, I'm not sure that we've done all that much. We don't have any 1 credit plays. Maybe we'll play those. Suppress target. Okay, now we get something that suppresses. I think we'll go with Pummel as removal. I mean, if they can't remove the 188, it would seem good if a bit slow. But that does seem. Or do we go with it for something on the top end? I mean, it's 7 credits 1 turn, and then it's 6 credits the next turn to potentially do a lot of damage. I actually haven't played with this, so I don't know how it plays. I don't know. Suppress seems good, though. Maybe... Sure, it's the wrong call, but it's what I'm going to do. So if we take the 2 strike from the woods... Then that's it for Finland, and we can't get any more Sturmies or anything else that's good on the top end. I don't think I want 3 of those. I mean, it's great to have something that's fast, but I don't. So I think this is one where we just take one that's meh. You heard that right. And again, we're seeing now more suppress. Enemy deploys the unit, suppress it, can affect a covert unit. That's... Maybe I like that, but this plays in with the tank theme. Again, we got to have some units that we actually play. So since we already have... Well, we have what? The other... Did we take the other Stug? Yeah, we took the Stug 4, which doesn't have smoke screen, but... I think we're going to take the Schützen and hope for the best. Send target unit to its owner's hands. The enemy discards a random card. I like both of these a lot. I do. I'm not sure which one we do. Maybe to have another 1 credit play. would feel pretty good to do. I think Eagle Claws are highly rated, and so I guess we'll go with two of those. I think one Careless Talk would probably be fine as well. We are going to have a problem. I was going to say without card draw. This actually gets us some card draw. The problem is that Tactical Strike usually seems great. It can just remove so much that's back there. Am I right that we really just don't have very much card draw or card creation? I think so. Yeah, we don't. So unfortunately, I got to take Buzz Bomb. Between the two of these, I'm between these two. I guess I go with Breakthrough. I guess all I'm sacrificing is one more damage in the back line. And then if we take it out, right, the potential for lowering our op cost is good. Enemy gives an order to deal damage to the enemy HQ equal to its cost. Well, it doesn't counter the order. It just does that. I don't love any of those. I don't. So I'll go with that. Jaeger Battalion. So, just trying to remind myself. Yeah, so we did take this. So, we'll go with the Jaeger Battalion there. Oh my goodness. I don't want any of these. I don't want another Through the Ice. I think one is fine. I mean, randomly dealing 3 damage to the enemy HQs, I guess for something to do early on. I have been commenting a lot that it feels like a lot of times we're getting beat by faster decks. What is this? So add to your support line 2 59th Panzer Grenadiers with Blitz. This also seems great, but this seems too wild. And plus, I love 59th Panzer Grenadiers, so we're just gonna go with this. Feels like maybe a 2-win deck, maybe a 2-win deck. Let me see. What do we have in terms of missions, just in case we can. So we don't have Britain as an ally. What are our options here? Oh, so now I have to do it as a major power. But, we should get at least one of those out of the way. All right, what are we trying to do here? We're trying to play draft. Yeah, this feels like a 2-win deck. So I might be overly optimistic, but that's what happens when I'm just going with my rookie's recollection and kind of intuition of what we need. But I think we are sorely hurting for card draw. And I'm trying to think of where we missed opportunities to get card draw. I'm sure it was in there, but I just don't remember it. Ugh. Ugh. I mean, this gives us something to do on our turns, but I don't know that we want this out this early. This I don't hate, but I seriously doubt we're going to control the front line with it. Maybe we will. So, I mean, that's turn 1. I guess turn 2 is what we Buzz Bomb and Strand of Credit. And then, I don't know if we wait and see what they play. I mean, they could be on countermeasures as well. And so I think we ought to be a little conservative in what we do. All right, so far they're not on. Well, we didn't see them put down Careless Talk, so that's fine. Oh, but they did have Lightning Strikes, so they got that out of there, which means they're probably on countermeasures, as we are. So what do we want to do? If we put this down and it's Careless Talked out, that's gonna feel bad. So I don't know that we need to play the Stoog down, right? If they're just not going to do anything, then we'll. I think we can do that. Eventually, though, if they have really expensive countermeasures, they're going to be able to get value back if they have like Night Hunters and trade 2 for 1, or yeah. Well, no, 1 for 1 and then they draw a card. Right, so I don't think they have countermeasures. I mean, this would get blitz, but it's kind of like, what's the point? That I think we save. That we save. Uh, I think we play Sturmy and attack. I'm not sure about that. But they're likely to have a big turn. They're probably going to target Sturmy if they can. I'd hate to play the Stew down if there was nothing for it to attack. It's very good. Against air and tank units. It didn't cost 3 less. So this would just turn it into a 3/4. Right? And then we have 1 credit, or we just fight it and kill it. I think that's the right call. I believe that's the right call. I guess we will find out soon if it's not. And then we just attack and do this stuff. We got to keep track of their credits because we know they have at least some counter. All right, so they have 1 counter. So if that attacks, they should be out of credits. Yep. What is this? Other friendly tanks with let's have. Yeah, okay. Okay. Do we do this for nothing? I think so, because they don't have guard, right? Or do we put the Stew down? Cost 1 or less, that's neither of you. I think we got to put the Stew down. And since this thing is on its last legs anyhow, let's just move it up. We'll just see what they have. Okay, so big buffs to tanks coming through. Big buffs to tanks. So this would just trade with that, right? Do we kill this with through the ice? 3 or oh, that costs 3 or less, doesn't it? But then we can't do this. It really seems like they want to do something with tanks, but yeah, I'm not sure what the right call is here. I don't know. I think they have to clear the front line, and then they're going to move up. I think that's definitely going to happen. Yep, just like that. Yeah. And now they got to move up. Okay. All right. Wasn't too sure about that one, but all right. So we did that. And we go. All right, so I think we're halfway to our goal here of 2 wins with this deck. We'll see. I know you take Finland and then I take Finland and then I kind of badmouth it, but and we got 2 Sturmies, so it can't be like if you've watched excuse me, some of the previous drafts where I had Finland as an ally a couple times. I don't think I saw any Sturmy. We didn't get the 1 credit tank that attacks up into its opponents, so you know, poor me. All right, I caught that cough. I mean, this seems like a good 2. This is an okay 1. This is doubtful that it's gonna land on turn 4. Maybe. I think we'll keep this down as just something that they can think about if we do put it in the back line. If for whatever reason they have like a Soviet rush. Wait a minute. Where have I seen you? But yeah, one of our... Okay, so we got breakthrough. Again, this isn't something we really want to see early. If we don't have units to operate, it's like, why? Stranglehold is another one you probably want to play later. Yeah, we don't have any good targets. We don't have any good targets for that. Destroy unit when it moved in the front line. I'm gonna go with another Stranglehold, because pretty much my only good cards here are gonna be good in the later game. I don't know. On our turn, I don't know if we play out. Looks like they want to... Oh, that's interesting. I guess I could suppress them, though I might wait and see if they move them up. And just see if I can get them to spend a turn coming forward. And make it seem like I don't want to fight them. Or that I'm going to try to salvage them and trade 1 for 1. But I think when we kill them... Oh my god. I mean, it's... I have to do it now, right? Like, I have to do it now. Unless they have some way to give them blitz. Or... No, I don't want to do that. Because I think when I salvage them, I think I get them back as Sissy. That won't be... I assume that they won't be suppressed. And then I get my own. Which they'll trade into. And it'll die. I get it. But... I didn't really want to lose 2 stronger units to those. And again, that was probably too aggressive for that card. But... So since they're on Finland, they could do the same. They really don't want me salvaging them. Okay. All right, I get it. I do. I mean, so this thing is that I don't really want to play out the other one. So what would our 4 credit? Yeah, so that wouldn't come out. So if we do this, I think we just attack like that. I think that's what we do. And you know what? We'll see what they come up. We'll see what they come up with. I'm gonna keep a credit. I'm not gonna attack with this because I want them to expend the credit, either killing me or whatever. But I guess arguably I couldn't have put... Well, I could have placed this over here knowing that it would have guarded that Sissy. And that really would have enticed the attack over here. But, you know, either way, if he trades here, then I'm inclined to move this up. And if not, then that's cool. He's really leaning into those. All right. So well, I do control the front lines. So, oh no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Just kidding. What do we do? I'm not gonna try to deal 3 damage to that. We're not gonna worry about the tanks at the moment. I don't really want to play out Sturmy. But maybe we do. Maybe we do. What does this one do? Oh, I don't know. Feels risky, right? But I don't really care about that. I guess I do care about this. Is it time to play a stranglehold? I think I'm going to hold off. Soviets have some big boys that can come down. That was nicely done. Because I don't think that these all have salvage. And this feels like a countermeasure. That's what it feels like. So do we have any weak units we can hit them with? I think we attack with Sturmy, right? Because if the damage goes somewhere... Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Well... So we could suppress for 4 and then kill the other one. I'm okay with that. Yeah. And so then we move that up. We move that up. And I take no damage, I guess. We don't really have anything else to play out. It might be the death of Sturmy, but it is what it is. And I'm thinking maybe well, we'll see what happens here. But maybe we're getting... Oh, okay. I thought maybe we're getting to stranglehold territory. Okay. We got a couple options. I mean, we could put down the Panzer Grenadiers and give Sturmy more attack. I think, though, we want to try to salvage. My guess is they have the credits to already deal with this. But I think they have to knock through target infantry for each damage. Okay, so that's very good. What are other options here? And you're going to give them heavy armor. Okay. So we got to think about what we want to do. So that would deal no damage. Wait, what? Oh, that's right. It has ambush. Yep. I think we do this and go for... Oh, that's right. It has... That's right. It would hit us, and we would only deal what? So if we do that first, we would have to sacrifice a lot for that. We'd have to sacrifice 2 planes. Yeah, Sissy doesn't really do anything about it. So it's a little unfortunate, but I think we have to do it this way. Just to get that out of there. We're going to trade, and then I'll get his thing. And unfortunately, that's where things lie. Yeah, a 1-1 ambushing guard is not really what you want to do, but that's where I think things are. Again, too bad we didn't have 1 extra credit to leave up Stranglehold, because at this level, it's probably a lot of big stuff. As I said, it will be a... Okay. That was... Well, for 3 credits, you got to have something here. Okay, that was actually all of their credits. So I can run this into one of them, but I can't save this. I think we just got to be okay with that. Oh, now we have a rough choice. I think we put this down now. And we see what we get here. And again, it's maybe I should have done the flak and then the stranglehold. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. So, what could they be? What could the cards be? Oh. So I'm going to do that. Okay. Ooh, not sure about this. Okay. And then do I want to play this out? Or just move these up? All right, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put one of these up. I don't know if they actually do have big threats. Oh, they got those. That's fine. That was it. All right. So I think what we do here is we play this down, move this up. I think we attack with it. Then we play this, and we switch with that. And then we do that. Okay. Well, we got our 2 wins. So everything, anything and everything else after this is, we're just playing with the house's money, I guess. I don't know. With the Soviets, I kept expecting some big bombs to show up. I don't know. I just, when I choose the Soviets, I feel like we usually get pretty good bombs. And maybe they were coming. All right, maybe this will be the Soviet bombs. Okay, we don't want that. Sorry, I did not mean to cough like that, and everybody's there. Maybe we hold this, and maybe if they have a lot in their backline, okay. So I mean, there's like a turn. Yeah, like there are turns here, right? So it's a glowing endorsement of my hand. But I think I lean towards that just because there's a potential. It's kind of like a bridge too far. It's a potential comeback mechanic. If you get overrun, you might be able to do something. But yeah, if they don't have a very stock back line, we're probably just going to move up and wait for them to build it out. But, so we will move it up and we will pass it back. Yeah, this was one of those, like, excuse me, I think it was no good options. Jaeger Battalion is nice. I feel like getting this thing out early, I don't know if that's the right call, if the Soviets are going to bring guards out. But that might also draw removal. I'm not sure. All right, so they got a 3/6. So that would trade, yeah, very well into that. If we want to get value off this, I guess we just attack now. Right. If we put that down, then we can't do anything. So it's a choice of a 3 credit card and attack, or a 4 credit card and do nothing. I feel like we want to do something here with 3 credits. So I'm going to tell you why I don't like what I'm about to do. And I'm kind of just doing something to do something. I guess I could have bluffed a countermeasure. I don't like doing this against the Soviets because they have Bloody Sickle. And there is no better target, I think, than than these cards for Bloody Sickle. So yeah, it's the story of why I don't like this, but looks like they got removal for something. So that's rough. But I guess we could throw down Jaeger after this and potentially protect 2 of them. Or we get this down and let them... Yeah, right? Okay. I mean, if Jaeger goes up... Ooh, I don't know. I feel like if we do this, they have to come to us, right? I don't have anything to do for 1 credit, and they're just going to trade off the weaker one. But let's see if they'll come to me if I do this. Or if it just has a removal. Because we still don't know it's oh, we do know. It's Soviets and Germans. It's a very good combination. I think this is actually the one draft I didn't stream, and I did it on mobile after a really poor series of drafts, and I went 7-2. And so they certainly look like they have an appetite for big boys, and I get that. I do. Huh. Some sort of trickeration feels afoot, doesn't it? Though I guess for this to work, we have to send one of the Sissy or CCs up or whatever it is. Interesting choice. So... it doesn't really do anything here. So I guess if we don't... Well, this doesn't kill it, right? This would probably kill it. I get it. So we have choices. Oh, that's right. That's right. We do that. Well, we'll see if they figured it out. I feel like playing this just so it's not too obvious what I did. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to end the turn. And we'll see if they figured it out. How are they going to sequence it? Thank you. Thank you for sequencing it that way. I think they thought I had careless talk, and so they did that. And I do not. Yep, that's reasonable, though. They must want it for a tank that's coming down. That's the only thing I can think of. Another Su-76. Nicely done. I guess we do this, right? And then we play this. And then we do that. Okay. Excuse me. So we will see what we get here. Maybe, I don't know. So they're going to go after this. So then they must have removal for this. Sickle or anything else would work. And then this is what they want to take out. Give a friendly... no. They got something here. So what? 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 So 1, 5, I would be lying if I said I understood. We're going to do that. And then... Do we do a bridge too far? I don't know about that. We'll put these up in the front line so that it's something else they can fight through. No, that ain't it. Okay. Well, I have surpassed my expectations with this draft. So, all right, cool. And we'll roll on to the next one. Yeah, I don't... excuse me, again. I don't know that I want... Maybe I do want that. Okay, well, I definitely don't want that. So, I guess good enough is good enough, but... Yeah, it gives us something to do later. I like this one too. I mean, the 4 damage is very nice, but I feel like that's just going to be hard to time. Yeah, that's actually a good reason to take Spoils of War, which is when you don't have anything else to do. It seems like it's pretty good. So we could either move this up and Strand 2. I don't really love that idea, so we'll do that. And we'll see what we get here. I feel like... I don't know. I don't know what the ideal play is to probably put down the BF 110 and then Jaeger Battalion after that, and then force them to use removal or at least come forward. Right now they're just crafting probably a great hand, so I don't know what to do with that. I'm a little concerned they're going to have removal for this if I just throw it down. So I'm gonna play this out, and I'm gonna start moving some stuff up. Well, I'll move one thing up, and I have a pretty stocked back line. It's not a good thing. Yeah, I think we should move up. Yep, I think we should. So they got France. Okay, the guard doesn't... That's not what bothers me. Let's move up. And for 2 credits, I feel like there are probably better uses of Stranglehold. I mean, it'd be a decent momentum play, but I don't know about that one. So that is Mobilize and Blitz. That is rough. Do I have Suppress? I'm trying to think. I mean, I have it in the deck. I just don't have it here. I am definitely missing something. Right? There is some sort of trickeration at work here. Huh? Well, that wouldn't do me any good this turn. if you can't tell if that I'm confused by this, I am confused by this. I want to. Oh, that's. I'm glad he was holding that back for this. All right. But yeah, I kind of want to. That's a great card. I've played with that. That is such a good card. For this reason here, right? It's very good. Wow. They surrendered? I don't. It 6. I guess because they saw 9 damage going to the HQ, right? And then they'd have to attack through me, and I was just gonna muck up the front line, and they probably didn't even know about the other thing. So, yeah, not in my wildest dreams was this deck gonna get 4 wins. So. Cool. Yeah, that was an odd capitulation. They seemed like they had a lot of cards in hand. They knew to draft that card, which I don't know. I found that card to be pretty good. Like if you need some emergency defense, which they did, but oh my goodness. Maybe. But it's like too many 3 and 4 drops, right? Like, but you know what? Excuse me. Let's see what let's have a fun round, because usually this is about the point where I get an opponent that's just had a lights out draft, and we're not going to win anyways. And so I don't know. Maybe we draw into something. No, that's not something we want. I feel okay putting Sturmy down. And then what? All right. So, and do the repair thing. I still think we put this out. And so we can't do it next turn. But at some point, if we can get something alive in the front line, particularly a tank, I could, well, all right, so they got a 2/4 there. Gotcha. So I could move this up, play this, swap, and then send Sturmy to the back line. I think that's what I'm going to do. And we'll let them trade into it. But I mean, this thing is begging to be removed here. Okay. That's pretty good. Pretty good, sir. But so we can't quite do the blitz thing yet. Now, we could mass suppress, which yeah, you know what? That ability is so good that I feel like we do it anyways. Ignore that and just get in the damage while we can. And they'll probably trade the Green Howards out because it has no purpose anymore, right? Oh, well, I mean, they could do it and survive, sure. That's true, and they'll probably move some junk unit up to get killed. Because they got to. They got nothing. Or if they have removal, they can throw it. Okay, so you're going to... Oh, you're going to go with... That was different. All right. So we don't have the front line now, so we can't do the thing. We can do this thing now, right? Problem is sending them up now is not really the best. So I think we play... Do we play this out? And then strand 2 credits? Or do we play out Sturmy and Nothing else? Sturmy and what? Not Order of the Day because we lose some. I think we play out Sturmy. And I think we play out this. And that's how we end it. Excuse me. And then we got to get off this back line. I just remembered they could have Stars and Stripes. Oh, that's going to feel really bad, actually. Ooh. It's like I've been punished by that so many times. I don't know why it would be a surprise. Okay, so they got a guard with heavy armor there. All right. So do I have the... No, I don't have the credits to make this work. 5, 6, 7? I don't know. I don't hate it. But it does feel like... It feels terribly wasteful. Right? Or maybe we just kill it. And then send these guys up. Or at least send that guy up. The problem is if we play that down, that's still 1 credit off. If we do that, we're down by too much. I think we just accept that this kind of is what it is. Yeah, it's not great. I am aware. If we had... We don't have many tank buff cards, but I think if I had more credits, we could probably make Case Yellow work. But right now, it's going to be tough. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that does too, yeah. I guess that does do more. That makes sense. Huh. Wonder if because we've lost shock. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, so fighting doesn't really matter to us. But we could shove this up in the front line now. So we do that. That's right, it is being guarded. The thing is, you can't even use sissies on them. Excuse me. Because, yeah, we could trade there. That's not great. So we don't want to attack in a way that's going to kill us. What does this do? This does 2 to them and none to us. We don't really have a way to deal with that. I think I just want to leave them there and play that out. It's not great. It is not great. I think it's probably a misplay, but I feel like I'm taking up too much time, and I just don't have a way to get through that heavy armor with these things. And yeah, they have a handful of cards. I think we're in very big trouble. Unless we can draw a suppress to get rid of the heavy armor and guard. Then we're cooking. But unless and until that happens, we're in trouble. Huh. So we could deal 3 damage to that, but that doesn't really help us. That gets us another damage, but again, we can't really do anything with that yet. I mean, we can keep throwing these things in the front. I mean, this can kill that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So let's move that up. Let's move that up. let's do this. Let's kill this. Then we got to think about, would I rather just kill that thing and force him to attack with that? We really need a way to kill that, but we're going to hope that we draw suppression later. I'm not worried about the credits we didn't get there. Not my biggest concern. All right, so we had to take you off pause. Yeah, and not in a million years are we going to beat, again, some people, they just have the draft, man. You're just not going to beat it. And we're not going to beat this one. We're going to, of course, they don't have anything that, oh, they do actually have one, right? So we can kill that. We're still not going to beat that bomber. That thing just retreats us, I think, all the time. But we're going to try to fight through. We actually got our Fury tank out. We did the Case Yellow thing. We killed the guard. And we were... Yeah, again, so many times in this game, I'm 1 credit short. I need 1 more credit to be able to kill that bomber. And I didn't get it. So, yeah, at this point, it's, we got our wins. And even though I don't think I've ever had a good U.S. draft, it's one of the ones that when I see it, it feels like it tends to be the bane of our existence. It seems like others have figured it out better than I have. And they just have better drafts. I mean, the cards that I see played against me when I'm up against the U.S., a lot of times are just cards I will never see when I do the U.S. draft. But it hasn't been offered to me in, I don't know, a few times, so I haven't really tried it. Not worried about missing it. But we'll see what we get here. This is too much. This is too much. I don't really like this early. I don't even like that this early. Ugh. Ugh. Well, we may have started yeah, now we're getting this nonsense. All right. As much fun as that is, right? But I think that's, this one's a useful reminder of some people like draft aggro-y decks where they're just looking for the continuous loop of those things. It's, oh. So that's an order, right? What is this, a 4-3? All right, we're going to play this down and make it look like we're going to use it. Zero intention of doing so. But, I mean, it comes at the cost, I guess, of 2. Do they know I have it? Do they know? I mean, why is anybody in this situation hesitant to play the 1B? That seems very odd. I think we play this back, right? Through the ice. We could do this. But if I do that, they're going to just attack into it. But I think I'm okay with doing this. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, there we go. We'll see what they do. Okay. What are our choices here? I think first things first, we do that. They probably know I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. It's fine. Yes. Yes. Okay. And we'll move this up. Oh, we can't even kill that. Rough. I think we just blitz, right? Yeah, I mean, if they want that front line, they can have it. Deal 3 damage to a unit. Yeah, I think we do. I mean, they seem inclined to come forward anyways. It's actually really good too. So if I move this up, right, we can do that again. Uh-huh. It's 1 damage too much. Or it's 1 damage not enough, I guess. Ooh, I'm really tempted to do this. Oh. The problem is I won't be able to attack with everything if I do that. So I could certainly kill that off. Oh. I don't know, man. Do we suppress? Or do I run this into that? And then hit it with this? It's a bad 2-for-1. You know what? I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to see what they do. We'll see if they figured it out. The math should be there. I guess they're only trading 1-for-1 at this point, but they're trading like a good tank unit. Huh. Alright. I guess they knew it and they didn't care. Blah, 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 blah. So we're going to hold that. Yeah. Alright, we'll play that. We're going to put this in the front line just because. I'm not too sure what they're up to, but I guess we'll find out. 14 credits is a big turn. It's a big turn. Especially with Germany, where you got a lot of options. I don't know what we do. It'll depend on what we see here. It would be really funny if I had one of my whatever it is, the 1 credit countermeasure where once they deploy a unit, they lose all their credits. That would have helped. But yeah, we know they have combined arms thing. Oh yeah, so they'll be able to race across and kill me. Yeah. I'm aware. Wait. They have something bigger than that? Alright, cool. Tricky. So, this is rough. I think we go for it anyways. Okay. Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? Not go for it? So, we win for it. All right, what is this? Game 7, I think? We've had a lot of German mirrors. I'm a little uncertain that we're actually going to have the front line. Yeah. We'll plop this down. It's a very good card. A very good card. Turn 3, we don't have any great plays if they kill all our stuff. Huh. Countermeasure, maybe? Not sure. See if they do have a countermeasure. I'm not sure what we want to sack. Maybe this thing? If that's what we think we're going to get, if it's going to be careless talk. I mean, if it just straight up destroys it, I guess I'm okay with this as well. This is better, certainly, to get it up in the front line. And look at these. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hey, that is a card I know well, friend. Deal 3 damage to a unit. So, what's he trying to do? Trying to get us to play into that? Three attack against HQs and units with guard. I mean, I'm fine just having this down. It's an odd card, I will admit. And I think I'm content to just attack the HQ and see what they do here. They might just go for mine and just try to go over the top like that and draw me into attacking them, which I'm okay with. We may just trade MEs next. Well, it wouldn't be next turn, it would be the turn. So they're going to try to guard it. And yeah, that is a card we did not see in here. So I could certainly use suppress. No question about it. I think we want to move this guy up for sure. And then, you know, no, we're going to play this and attack that. And then see maybe next turn, because they don't have a guard covering the HQ. If we can do that. And I don't think they want to lose anything back here, so I think moving the Sissy up is probably a good play. But, yeah, they certainly played that well enough. We could use some of our mass suppress now. A nice white death. That'd be great. Okay, so they want to kill that. It's interesting, they chose the 2 credit option. So they must have something else they think is going to work well with that. This says it becomes veteran if it's destroyed. Does it count if the Panzer is killed? Because I'm thinking of putting breakthrough. Well, almost any of those things would work at this point. Now I could continue to clog the front line up with that, but I think, I don't know. I think the answer is to do this and just go for that HQ and wait for them to come to me. There's also the possibility we just drop this next turn if they're going to kill it and move everything up. But we'll see how much stuff they move up. Not sure what the right call is here. This on turn 9, if we can clear out our own backline, seems good. Okay, so they really didn't want the Sissy going off. Oh, the dreaded twofer. And another one? I don't know. I'm thinking about... that's... Or do I just kill this? I think I just answered my question. Now this thing would come in. I don't have the credits to move it, but yeah, that'd be pretty gnarly. I think if this moves up and only this moves, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say whether we should have gambled and just thrown a bridge too far up and played something smaller in the beliefs that they would walk up like this. But I feel like if I have that many credits missing, they're going to wonder, like, what's going on with that. I would wonder. I mean, I could kill this and then throw 2 of those up here. Oh, now I really want to bridge too far. But they're going to have a chance to attack and then kill me. And all right. I get it. Ooh. Decisions here. We do this for 4. And then do this for 3 and then attack and kill that. I think that's what we're looking to do. I'm not sure. All right, but that wouldn't kill. I want to kill the fighter, or I want to kill that so they don't get the credit refund. I think I'm more okay with that. And attacking for 1 here doesn't seem super important to me. Head to your support line. So we can't play this with a full back line. Yeah, we need to play this with almost an empty back line. Yep, that's kind of what I thought you would do. Okay. So you got to go for that. I would love the card draw. I would, but I think we got to put. I think we got to put a pin in the damage for now. We can't let this live because it's just going to bring us too much other stuff. All right. So we're 1 credit off again. A story as old as time. At least in my case. So we will do that. And then hope for the best here, I guess. No. So they're going to have blitz right away. Oh, you got a big boy there. Yeah, it must have been a nice draft, dude. I did not get the Schutzen. Well, that's probably the one we should have killed. We now know. So yeah, playing this out doesn't really help. because they know it's coming. Now we could kill. Well, why not, right? Why not? And then maybe we put that down. Put that down. Move that up. And then I don't know what they'll be inclined to do. We will find out. Yeah, I think they want to kill that because, or just kill that. Okay. Well, I get it. 7, 8, 9. So, excuse me again. That's 10. That's not enough to do lethal. Yeah. Well, you don't have that. Must be nice. Sometimes you just have all the answers, man. Now, I'm not sure how greedy that is. That's pretty greedy. But that's me, right? Yeah. Oh. But I can't do it all. So this becomes 6 and 11. So if I do that, then I can't attack. Oh my goodness. These are terrible numbers here. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I really don't. I feel like if we do this, that's okay. I mean, we're still going to take 8 damage. We're on a 2-turn clock, but now we know. And, oh, no, we're dead. Never mind. Yeah, that's all he had to do. There's no way to blitz forward unless we can get a way to buff this or kill this. They're just going to probably trade here and kill this, and I just have no way of dealing with that fighter. That is too bad. Feels bad. Feels bad, but these things, they happen. I don't think we're going to get enough across. Whew. That's 10. And that's 11. Do we do that? I think they're going to try to take the front line. I don't know what they're going to do. We play this out, we get 3 credits. Wait a minute. Aren't they going to get the buff? Oh, that's right. It's not actually a tank. So I can put these in the front lines. Right, and now we have a choice as to whether we want to kill stuff or just move up. I think I want to move up. Because I can't kill that anyways. Right? I forgot that they're not tanks. They act like tanks, but they're not tanks. And this thing would be like, what, 10 credits to come up there and knock that thing down. I might do it in case this is a countermeasure. 7, 10. That I'm fine with. And they just got to decide if they're going to go for the kill or if they're going to go for the card. I think they're going to go for the kill. And probably look to 2 for 1 of these. Just to reduce the chances that something up here happens. Wow, I am surprised at that. Holy moly. I have no idea. I don't think we want... I mean, what are their ways back in this? I think we trade that with that. Right. I don't know if the... I don't know how the fight mechanic is going to work here. So we're going to do some science. How much damage did I take? So I did take 3 damage. Okay. And I'm going to play this out and just see what they do. That keeps him alive. Is that removal? I think either they kill me this turn or... Well, we'll see. Okay, that's not it. And that's not it. Okay. I was wondering what the countermeasure was. I didn't know if it was going to be one where I move to the front line and everything there dies. And I was like, please don't be that. That would be terrible for us. Sure, with 3, cost 3 or less. Or do we want to move this up? That one was a sweater. That went down to the wire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. Yeah, it shows how much I know about draft. I don't know if I said it before, but this is one of those drafts I got to remember when I'm tilting in later drafts as I was in previous drafts on, like, I thought we drafted a great deck and it just got like 2 wins or 4 wins and it did terribly. Like, I got to remember that sometimes I just have drafts like this where I feel like this is a very meh deck. So I thought, and it performs well. Who knows? Maybe, I don't know if the quality of the draft affects your opponents. I really don't know. This might be okay early. This, I haven't seen any armor, so I don't really see the point. But I have a turn 1 play. Turn 2 might just be moving up. Turn 3 might just be attacking and sitting there. Yeah. Again, we're up against America. I just feel like we might get rushed. So we want to have something on the board early on. But it could also be ramp and a million other things. We're certainly doing okay at the 4 slot. We just need to think about what we... Probably Jaeger comes first, and then the Emmy probably doesn't come until we have 6 credits. Oh, is this the high operation cost deck? It's a bit of an odd one. So we have another pummel here. Okay. So I guess we're all ready for things with 3 or less cost. Though offensively, I don't really know what we're going to do. Trickeration, perhaps? I don't know. I don't know. I want to play this out in case it is some sort of trickeration. That's fine if it isn't, but we'll see. And this is an okay turn 5. Oh, okay. So it's US Soviet. So this is a deck that can probably grind really well. That's what I'm assuming. Okay. Put that there. And we'll just do our 1 damage. And next turn, well, we could play this, and we'll see if this lives. I mean, if this lives, we could blitz and shoot from the air, but I don't know how lucky we'll be. Might have to start using some of this removal. They might just have... I don't know, what is this? Huge... Okay, so it's that card. All right. Well, that's not cool, man. I don't have... So, yeah, we don't have the front line, so... I don't know that we want that. Deal 3 damage to a target unit. Yeah, it kills it. I mean, we could suppress it, but then he's still running around as a 5/3. I mean, is it worth suppressing if that's all it's going to do? It doesn't feel like it. So I think what we do is we just do this. And we just eat the fact that we don't have it. And we'll make them use the credit to move up and attack us if that's, excuse me, what they intend to do. Okay, so they got guards for the bombers. You got another covert unit. Now, which one of these... I thought one of these... Do we know how much it cost? I don't think so. So, does that actually mean what it says? I guess so. I don't really know what that was, but all right. Or I could just trade and keep everything alive. I think we'll do that. Do I want to move up? I think I will. More removal? Yeah, and fire. This is like playing constructed, man. A fun time was had by a few. Not me. Alright, so Schützen doesn't have any targets. So we'll put this down. We'll deal 3 damage. Yeah, we're going to hold back. was gonna say, you must have a big unit there. They did all of that, I think, for a card draw, right? So I mean, this is like really bad, but what is this called? It's 4 credits, so we could suppress it. Yep, that I'm actually okay with, because they invested a lot into that card. That just doesn't seem worth it. I think I move that up, and I'll play that. Okay. The sweat is dripping. Do we do we pummel it again, or do we just fight it and wipe it? Let's see what else we can get here. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Now that it doesn't really do anything, I don't really care. So I'm going to play these out. It's true they make great targets for Bloody Sickle, but oh well. My guess is at this point he's willing to sack it because it doesn't do the thing it's supposed to. That's fine. How much does this go? Target enemy unit with 1 or less. Yeah, we don't have that. So we could remove guard from that. I don't know if that's the most important thing. Alright. So we want to fight that. We want to play that. And then we're just going to hang out. And we'll see what they do. I mean, I know that if they trade here, but then I can just case yellow them. Another firebomb. This feels like constructed, right? This is like playing against ramp in constructed. It's just as much fun as that is. So I can't even do that because we don't have it. Deal 1 damage and the enemy discards card. Don't care about that. All this does is buy me a little bit more time. I think that this is loss number 2. Again, at the hands of the U.S., who, yeah, this is usually what ends my drafts, is playing U.S. quote-unquote draft decks that feel like constructed decks. I'll have to do another U.S. draft if I get the option to, and just show you how it is not as advertised. Yeah, so we got nothing to do with that. So we're looking at 5 next turn, plus whatever's in hand. It's just bad. But hey, man, we got to 6 wins with this deck, so. Probably could and should start taunting our opponent, but again, watch my next American draft. Just watch it. So we can I mean, like, are there words? Are there words? We can play that out. We could die there. Yeah, we don't have anything. Silly stuff. But then again, you know, I thought it was a pretty bad draft going in, and so the fact that we drew a bunch of cards poorly is not surprising. All right, this will be the last game either way. Yeah, this draft ended up going longer than I thought. I felt like after we got to 4 or 5-0, we were doing pretty good on, or not 5-0, but whatever we were, 5-1. We were doing pretty good on time, and then the last 2 games have been a grind. But yeah, to be able to grind with that basically U.S. semi-constructed deck, with this one doesn't feel like a huge help. Let's turn 2 play. Turn 3 play. Yeah. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I feel like I got to 5 wins, which is always kind of the goal for me. So because at 5 wins, I feel like with 90 gold and a pack and a bonus, like you've basically refunded. It only cost you 2 to draft. Now, if they have a way to kill this, there's nothing I can really do about it, but it's fine. Oh. Let me think about this. Does this work? So we attack, we swap, and then we move up anyways, right? I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Wait. Aren't I just going to do the same thing again? Well, no. No, I'm not. So this is really good after 6 credits and then probably again at... Sturmy. When will you learn? You and your shock attack. Well, I think we want to keep this up here then, right? For it to use its shock attack. That's okay. Now... Huh. Yeah, so we don't have the front line at the moment. This would certainly be okay to get it. We could do Eagle Claws and get him to 1. And then we could Buzz Bomb him. It feels like a lot of work, though, for... Well... I think we move that there. I'll play that out. I feel like I always overplay to the board. It's a good card. I'm lucky to get that. Ooh. So that would be 6. I think I'm okay with that, though, right? Or do we do this thing? Ooh. No, that feels like my whole turn, though. Yeah, it does feel like my whole turn. What else can we do? We can move this up for free. And then we can play this down, and we can go after the HQ. Those are things we can do. My guess is he'll trade here, move up, and then probably shock attack. Maybe, I don't know, maybe my Sturmy. But then I think his shock is worn off, right? Wait. Shock attack that? Okay. Well, if they play... So... I mean, is this time for Eagle Claws? Might be. We don't have the front line, so we can't do that. I feel like we do it. I don't want this thing to go veteran. And... we'll do that. We'll do that. And then we'll make him trade for Sturmy. You can do it up there. And I'll hide behind my blitzer here. But he doesn't have shock either, right? That's fine. I mean, I know it's to protect the HQ, but... So it's not 1 or less. Thing is salvage. Destroy target unit with cost 3 or less. That's not this one. So I think we play out... Excuse me. That. I think we're going to hold that back. I don't really want to play that out. And we'll put that down. And from there, we will wing it. I think the play is to move the Flaming Panzer up. Its 2 op cost is terrible, though. It's not really the card you want to play with 39th Grenadier. But then the idea was to have a 6-3 in the front line. And make them trade with it. And then that opens up the HQ. I don't really want to lose the salvage ability if we can avoid it. Countermeasure. Could be a lot of things. So yeah, I would probably be inclined to move the Flampanzer up. Yeah, Blitz Doctrine, that's a good card. And 9 credits. We get too full of a backline to try to do too much with that. All right. Oh, it's too bad. We could have Flampanzered that. That would have been nice. All right, let's just get rid of them. Okay. I will make that trade. Ooh, rough. But I kind of saw it coming, right? That's why we did that. No, we don't want to move this up. Not yet. Excuse me. I want to see what other cards we get. Unfortunately, got a lot of tanks there, and we don't have an easy way to take that guard out. See, slamming this down doesn't really do too much. Next turn, if we only have 10 credits. I'm going to take the Panzer out. Okay. Let's see what the cards are here. Okay. Did that. And let's see if we actually get the countermeasure off. Okay, we do. I will take that. So at the end of my turn, it's going to give me a 4/5 blitzer. What are my other options here? It's not 3 or less. Or do I just attack with this? And put it down? I don't think so. I don't think we do that. You can't make this stuff up. Or can you? That's kind of funny, right? That thing is annoying. So what can we do? I mean, is this going to be destroyed? I think I'm okay if it is. I think I am. So I'm going to get rid of that just because I don't like it. I'm going to play this out. And we'll see what happens. Okay. That's an interesting one. Excuse me. I think we do that. I don't know how this works if they have the stranglehold. Okay. Now we'll see if we can do this. I guess we can. How in the world was this a 7-win deck? 7-2, but still. Yeah. And we got, I think, two of our missions out of the way. So, well, it just goes to show you, I still have no idea what is good in draft or not, because the things that I think are pretty good usually end up doing pretty poorly. So we got a core pack, 180 gold. So that's the entry fee plus 30. And our two bonuses are, looks like Polish. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's, limited, but whatever. It's cool. And another core pack. I'll tell you, I frequently, I don't know, maybe excuse me, 1 in 4 times, probably not 1 in 3 times. Like, the bonus is actually a pack, which makes draft really worth it. So I'll have to maybe do a video and just point out some of the economy benefits of draft. But that's for another time. This turned out to be pretty impressive. So I'm happy with it. Hope you enjoyed it. Excuse me. Here on our German-Finland, I don't know what else you call it. It's just a deck that won.